Hello everyone. Good afternoon. So, this is lecture 3 for the programming C++ and Java. If you have not accessed the previous videos, then please access the previous lectures because it will help you to do the coding, which will be beginning from the next session. And in this session, we are going to know about data types because this is the last sorry, not data types, sorry, mistake, my mistake. We are going to know about operators and expressions. Operators and expressions. Sorry, this and expressions and expressions. Okay, because of the data types was our last topic. So please go and watch that video because if you understand what is data type, then you will be able to understand what are operators and expressions. So before understanding operators and expressions, let me tell you something about hierarchy of data type. Since we have done the data types in the last class, but I think I should tell you that in this video. So please understand we have what type of data. That is, we always consider about the primitive data types because these are the predefined data types or that is already known by the compiler of Java and C++. So basically, what is the hierarchy? See, in the hierarchy system, the one which is larger in size will be considered as the most preferable. That is double. All right, double is used in both C++ and Java both. Okay, then what will come? It come float. This is also important in both the languages. All right. Then what comes long? I will tell you what to write long in C++ and what to write long in Java in upcoming videos when we do coding. Okay. Then it comes integer data type. Then it comes short. This is short. This and then comes char and then comes byte. See, these two data types, short and byte, these are not available in C++. Currently, in which we are going to do programming, we will not use, and mostly we will avoid these two types of data types, and it is not also present there. Okay, because and then see how this hierarchy works. When we have two terms, like one is containing long and one in, then after the final expression is calculated, the final term will be calculated into long type. Okay, that's why this is hierarchy. So this is hierarchy. We start from double, then float, long, int, short, char, and byte. This is the small intro for the hierarchy. Please remember as it is. Now, what are operators? All right. So we have to know about operators. So let me write its definition first. Then I will be able to explain it to you. All right. So what is operator? Operator is what? Operator. Let me write here. Operator. Operator. What are operators? All right. Operator. If we define operator, how can we define it? We can define operator like let me increase the size. We can define operator as the tokens. All right, symbol or token. Okay, which performs which performs which performs arithmetic or logical operation. Arithmetic or logical operation and give meaningful result. Hope you have understood by the definition, but if not, then I'm explaining it to you. See, operators are what? Basically symbols. Tokens are what? These are the smallest entities. See, in the previous lecture, I have explained about the tokens. So if you don't know about tokens, just go and watch my previous video, that is lecture number 2. So there you will get the term token. Please watch all the videos carefully so that I can relate each of the topics and explain well to you. So now then, what are these? Are symbols. So which performs arithmetic or logical operations, and in common we can say that it performs some actions. All right, and gives the meaningful results. So if I take the example, all right, if I take the example, then how we can define operator? C. Just for example, let me give you an example. If we take a plus b and store it to sum, all right, then what is this? This is operator. This is what doing some meaningful operation. What it is doing? It is doing sum. It is doing sum, or it is adding. All right, two numbers. If we assign a as 5 and b as 6, then what will be its result? Its result will be 11. So it gives meaningful result. It's giving meaningful result. All right. So now with operator we have also the some more other things like operands. So operands are what? Operands. See these symbols, these variables, these are known as operands. These are known as operands. Operands. All right. So the values which are involved. So operands are what? Values. Values which are involved in an expression with the operator is known as operand. So this is operand. This is operand. This is operand. And this whole thing written is known as expression. All right. So this collective thing is known as operation. Now there are three types of operators. All right. In both C and C++, there are three types of operators. How? What are they? See, let me classify operators. So, operators, and there are three types. That is, first one is arithmetic, arithmetic. Then second one is what? Is relational. I will tell you what are they. Relational. And then third one, just for now, just remember that these are the three types of operators, and then logical. If you know, then it's very good. But if you don't know, then please learn. And if you know, then please revise it. Okay. So let's first talk about arithmetic. So what are these arithmetic? You know what are arithmetic calculations? These are simply number-based calculations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. All right. And there is also known as percentage symbol, and it is used to calculate modulo. I will show you how this works. So first, you know about the addition symbol. So if addition is formed, then it will give results such like a plus b, and when a is given 5, then b is given 9, then it will perform and it will give result 14. All right. So then subtraction. What about subtraction? If I say for a minus b and same values, then it will provide minus 4. Okay. Now what about multiplication? In multiplication, okay, in multiplication, what it simply does, it simply multiplies. Okay. If I do this, then it will produce result 9, 5, 9, 4, 5. All right. 5 into 9, that is 45. Now what comes for division? See, please understand this operator because this is one of the confusing operators. All right. So let's take an example. If I divide 10 divided by 3, then what will it do when the data type is integer? It performs differently for both. That is integer data type, it will perform different, and the floating type that are float and double, and for the integer type that are byte, short, int, long, it will perform the different operations. All right, I think you have understood. So if I divide this, we will divide in traditional method like this, then we will divide it, we go 3 times, then it comes 9, and this is the remainder. So what it do when it is in integer data type? When it is integer data type, it simply ignores the remainder and only gives the quotient part. All right. So when we divide 10 by 3, it will give 3 as answer. We give 3 as answer, and it will ignore the remainder. It will ignore. All right. Uh, just giving you second example. If we divide 5 and 4, then what it will give? It will give the result as 1, because on dividing 5 by 4, then what comes? It will go down one time and 1, and its remainder is 1. So this will only be considered when the data type is integer data type. Now what happens when it is performed with the floating type? All right, when it performs with floating type. So taking the same example, 10 by 3, when we divide 10 by 3, we will get what? When we divide it traditionally, we will get what? 3.33. So what it will do? It will do, uh, it will give this result only. It will not truncate the remainder. So when remainder is truncated, so it can be considered as it is giving the floor value. Floor value is what I will tell you in the later part. But for now, just remind that it gives only this part, and it truncates the remainder part. All right. I think you have understood. So there is assignment question. There are two assignment questions. All right. So first one is divide 40 divided by 21 when it is int. Then second part, 20 divided by 6 when it is floating part. All right, float or double, whatever you can say. Now, so see, have you seen this carefully, this example? So what is this? Actually, when we write simply like this, suppose we have written this sum equals to, then this part, if we have only this part, that is, suppose we have computed only this, then this part is known as expression. It's known as expression. And when this expression is assigned to some variable, then it is it is known as statement. All right. Then this is whole known as statement, because in this part we have assigned it to variable sum, then it is completely known as statement. I think you got this. Now, what is going to be done? Now, again, when we classify arithmetic operators, we can again classify it into three parts. That is unary, then what? Binary, and then what? Ternary. Please remember all these terms, because this will be going to used in the programming from the next session. Alright. So what are unary operators? So there are four types of unary operators. What are they? They are unary plus, they are unary minus, they are unary increment, and they are unary decrement. Alright. So simply when we apply unary plus and unary minus, it presents the numbers like positive or negative. All right, it shows the magnitude. Magnitude. It simply represents the magnitude. Just like if I write -9, then it will represent that it is negative number. So its magnitude is negative. When it's +10, then it's that it is positive. Okay, the type of value. Then what these two do? Okay, so in this also we have two classifications. That is postfix. It is, see, these two operators are known as increment and decrement. So when we use plus plus, then it is known as increment. When we use minus minus, uh, then it is known as decrement. Decrement operator. And again, there are two classifications. All right, that is postfix and prefix. Let me explain you both. First, let me explain you postfix. All right. So if I give you an example, it's like that p equals 5 and p equals to plus plus 3 and into 4. So now see, when it comes that which will be calculated first, that is this part calculated first or this part calculated first. So this part will be calculated first. All right, because it is, because see, I have told you that memory variables are memory, and memory have some place in the memory. So when we access that, it will give some value and it will be used to calculate this operation. All right, so when it is plus plus b, that is increment prefix, sorry, when I'm going to explain you first prefix. So when it is given prefix, then what is told that first increase the value, then use the value. All right, so what we'll be doing, this is memory. We have given 5 here initially. Then what it will be do, it will not directly do 5 into 4. It, when there is prefix, then it will first increase its value. It will make it 5 6, and then it will multiply it by 4 and it will give 24. All right, again giving you another example for the decrement. Suppose d equals 11. We have given d equals 11 and it is given expression t equals 4 plus minus minus d. Then what it will do? See, this is memory. Initially it is 11. Then first it will decrease its value by 1 in the memory. It will do. Then it will provide this value to this operator to perform the action. All right. So what will be the action? 4 plus 10. It will be 11. All right. Now what happens? See, just take these examples again. What happens when it is postfix? All right. So see similar results. I will show you that similar expressions will give different results when it is converted from prefix to postfix. All right. So when it is given like this, all right, then it is like this. So what it will do? Consider this memory. Initially, p is 5. All right. So it is given p is equals to 5. Then what will it do? It says that in the postfix that it will increase or decrease. When it is given plus plus, then it will increase. Then when it is given minus minus, that is it will decrease. So it will first provide the value. All right. It will first do the multiply with the initial value, that is 5 into 4. All right, and in 20, and then increase its value in the memory. So if another expression is formed, all right, if suppose that after this it is given c equals to this, then after this we perform c equals to p into p, then sorry, not p into p, we perform p into 5. All right, so when we perform p into 5, then what it will be do? Now in the memory it is given, it is 6, not 5. All right, so it will do this 6 into 5, that is 30. All right, I think you have understood. And the same case will be happening with the negative one. So like taking this example again, this is 11 and then t equals to what? 4 plus 4 plus this d minus minus. So in the memory, what it is given initially, that d is 11. So in when there is postfix operation, it will give the value, what is its initial value, to this and perform the operation, that is 15, and then decrease its value and then goes like this. Again, if we take the same operator after this for another expression, that is 6 plus just like suppose d, then what will it give? What will it be? Then it will use this value, that is 10. Then it will give 10 plus 6. Sorry, this is 10 and this is 6. It will give 16. I think you have understood. See, this is these are operators which are directly linked to memory. So these are work directly on the memory. All right. So now there is a term called precedence. What is precedence? Precedence defines the order in which it will be operated. Precedence defines the order. So when there are two, there is conflict. That is, there is increment and there is decrement operator. Then what it will do? Suppose we have given this b equals to plus c, then it is given. See, this means this is binary operator. This is binary operator. Means it is performing operation between two variables. Then it is this is see a term. This is a term. And just making boundaries to make you explain. Then this is term. Then what is? Then this is term. All right. So initially given c is equals to 2. Now what will it perform? So see, there is a precedence. What is the precedence? Prefix is operated before postfix. All right. So in this case, when we see, always moves from left to right in calculating expressions in Java and C++. In Java and C++. And in the case of C, it will be from right to left. But in Java, it is from left to right. And in C++, it is also left to right. Until and unless there are some specific conditions, which I will tell you later if it arises. Otherwise, remember that from left to right, you have to calculate. And when we calculate this from left to right, then what is coming first? All right. What is coming first? If we see, if we move from there to there, what is coming first? Actually, there is prefix operation coming first. It is very good. But if this thing is replaced by here, then it is calculated first at this place. But now, for now, this plus plus c is calculated. So draw this memory chunk. All right. C, define c is equals to 2. Then what it says that I will first increase the value in the memory and then use this value in the expression. So what it will be? It will say that it is 3. Now it is, there is 5, there is plus symbol and there is 3. Now what this c is telling, that I will use what is memory assigned to me, and memory what is assigned. See, after changing you have to consider, because this is memory, and in the memory when one value changes, then it is used by same variable when it is used again. So don't get confused that 2 is considered, then 2 is used here. No, it is 3. Now 3 is considered and 4 as it is, and the result will be 6 plus 4, that is 10. All right, I think it is clear now. See, suppose now what we see, we have binary operators. We are having binary operator. See why I told you this, because in most of the for loops we use this as the incremental value, and at that time you will realize that it is very necessary to learn this, because when we are using plus plus I or minus minus I and then minus, there are some logics in which we increase the value in the body section also, and in the body of the loop, or sorry, in the declaration of the loop. So there it is very necessary to learn these concepts. Please, if you have not understood, then please comment down. And before that, before commenting, please watch the video again. Watch the video, try to solve by yourself, and then please move ahead. And please always check out the description box. Please check out description box. Please, it's my request. And please share this video, and please subscribe. And if you have multiple accounts, please subscribe from them also. And please ask your friends that there is free classes which is equivalent to the paid one. The content is like paid one. Please, you can invite them also to subscribe the group and to take this free education and its advantages. All right, so now moving ahead, what is coming? Okay, so binary operators. What are binary operators? Okay, So there are five binary operators, which I have told you earlier. That is plus, minus. Because why they are known as binary operator? Because they operate between two operands. When there are two operands, then it is known as binary. Suppose in this is binary, and this is operating between single one, and it is changing its, although it's changing its memory, but it's operating within single one. So were known as unary operators, and they are operating again under the single two operators. So it is known as binary operator. All right. So I have shown you the operation performed by this. But now, what is the operation of this? This is known as percentage symbol, or you may say it as ampersand, and also this is known as modulo symbol. Modulo, because it is used to perform the modulus. All right. So, what is modulus operator? See, all right. See, what does a modulo operator do? Just like we have seen that when we divide 10 divided by 3, it will return 1. So in this case, the modulo operator returns what? It returns the remainder value. Remainder. Suppose we have divided 10,000 by 100. Then what will be its remainder? Its remainder will be, it is completely divisible. All right. But suppose when we divided this, uh, yeah, this by it. So what will be its remainder? Its remainder will be 90. So what does this modulo operator do? It returns the remainder. It returns the remainder. No matter what is the type of the data type, whether it is int or floating type, data type or floating type, it will return the remainder value. All right. I think you have got till now. Now, what are relational operators? All right. So talking about relational operators. Relational operators. What are relational operators? See, do you know what is relation? If I say this 9 is less than 10, then I say 10 is greater than or equals to 10, means 10 can be greater or equals in both conditions, whichever is true, then it will return true. All right. And what we can say, 10 is not equals to 11, means 10 is not equals to 11. It is not equals to 11. In mathematics, we write it as not equals to, like this. All right. In C, there are there are six types of relational operators. What are they? This is less than. This is greater than. See, what comes before is compared to its right one. All right. Then what comes? It comes this less than equals to. Then it comes greater than equals to, and it comes equals to, that it is equal to operator, and then it comes not equals to. See, this symbol is exclamation mark is not symbol. All right. This is not symbol. So what is less than operator? You know, if A is less than B, then it will return true. Otherwise, it will return false. All right, or it will return false. So they are Boolean operators. They are also Boolean operators. So you all know the working of all these operators. So now working of this operator. See, if I say that two variables are equal to values in the variables, if I use this condition, it returns that when these two values are equal, then it will return it as true. All right. And what is not equal? See, if I take A is not equals to B, suppose A is given 10, B is also given 10, then what it will return? Because they are equal, it will return false. But when I say that it is 10 and it is 9, then A is not equals to B. Yes, it is true, then it will return true. I think you have got the point. Now logical operators. Okay. Now we have came towards logical operators. What are logical operators? So What are logical operators? Logical operators are that which gives us the logic. Suppose there are three types of basically logical operators that are and see these are also based on gates, and that's why I very earlier told you that please let me complete the basics of programming, that is basics of computer science also known as basics of computer science, because when you know those concepts then you can relate, then you can make the concepts easily. But see, I am completing that playlist also. Tomorrow I will be releasing the last two parts of that, and in that I will tell you about these ones. So please, if you have not watched, then please stay tuned tomorrow. I will cover these topics. Please go and watch. You will really enjoy, and please share with everyone. All right. So there are two types of relation, logical and logical or and logical not operator. All right. So what these two do? Sup- Explaining you about logical and. It is represented by this symbol. This is logical and. In C++, you can also write it as and in Java, you have to write it as double and. In C++, you can write it in both the symbols you can use in C++. Then there comes logical OR. How it is represented? It is represented as this, and in C++, it can be represented by both these symbols, but in Java, it is represented by this only. All right. And there comes not. Then not. Not do what? When there is true, then it will return false. Then when there is false, then it returns true. In Java and in C++, please use this symbol only because it is valid, and not is also valid, but try to use this symbol in C++. All right. So what not does? Suppose if in this question, if A is less than B, and I also use not symbol. So if I give A as 4 and B as 6, then this returns true. But what this not operator will do, it will convert this into false. As I have told you in the basics of computer science, that what not gate does, and the what not operator does, it negates. So please, if you have not watched, then I'm repeating again and again that please go and watch those videos also, because see, foundation has to be very strong to be a better programmer or to be a good programmer. All right. Then what is ternary operator? Ternary. This will be used in the programming ternary operator. This is third type of operator after unary and binary. Third type of operator. So suppose if we are using conditional operator, that is, if this condition true, then perform these actions, otherwise perform these actions. So what we are doing assigning two blocks. But what if I write this in one single line or one single expression? So suppose that if we are given A equals to 5 and B equals to 3, then how it will work, how it can be written. Suppose we have to assign a variable max as the answer, it will return Boolean value, that is true or false. All right. Or we can say that it will return the value whatever we will decide in the expression. Suppose in the expression C, its way to write it as this and this and this and this. It means what? See, if I get A is greater than B, then I have to assign max as A. And if I get A in this condition as false, then I have to assign this. How it works? See, if I put this, that if A is greater than B, then what is the maximum? What should be the maximum value? Obviously, it is self understood that it is the A value. And then if I say that suppose if B containing 5 and A containing 3, then this condition becomes false. Then it is known as that if A is not the maximum number, then B will be the maximum number. So it will be stored in this I think you have understood. All right. Then it comes bitwise operators. Okay. So for bitwise operators, I will make separate video, but I think it is not necessary for now. I will make a separate video whenever I will feel that it is required. Okay. So please remember, I have to make video on bitwise operators. I will explain. But before that, please attend the lecture number that are 7 and 8 of what applications of programming, all right, or basic computer science, available on my channel. Please go and watch those videos because it will be understood by you when you will know the logics behind this. Now, what is the hierarchy? See, in operators there are a lot of hierarchy. All right. See now hierarchy. Hierarchy defines what, that in which manner, if we are given an expression, then in which and it contains more than one operator, one type of operator. Suppose we are given the plus also, then minus also, then in which manner it will be operated. So the hierarchy defines that order. Okay. So what is that? Please remember. See, you have learned BODMAS, God mass, in the mathematics. So from that, please remember bed mass. Only change this and the whole expression will be same. So what is B? B means bracket. Then what E? E means exponent, exponential value. It is represented by this. Exponential means that if I write like 5 was 5 exponentiation 0, then it means it is 5 power 2, 5 power 0, sorry. Then what is this? Division, then this is multiplication, then addition, then subtraction. All right. So this is the hierarchy of manual. Now last topic is shorthand operators. Because in many cases we are using shorthand operators. Sorry, let me erase this. Shorthand, short and operators. All right. So, what are shorthand operators? See, suppose if we are given expression like this, a equals a plus b. See, what is there? Left side, it is same in the right side. So, what we can do? We can write this also as a, then write plus and equals b. Then this is equivalent to this. So this is what, this is shorthand notation. See, we have excluded this a, this is extra redundant a from the expression. So this becomes shorthand expression, shorthand form. Now again, we can do with the same with, but the condition is that the term which is here, it should be repeated here, and then whatever it is, then it is. So this is C into C minus B. All right, then what we can write it as C minus equals B. Okay, all right. Then another example. So please perform the same. This is assignment. This is second assignment. In the first assignment, I have given you 2 questions. In this assignment, I am giving you 3 questions. So to write the shorthand expression for this, this is D equals to D by 2, and also write for x equals x modulo 2. Write the shorthand expression, these values. Okay. Now, I think you have understood this. Okay. Then in the next lecture, I will tell you the general programming. So from the next lecture, we are going to have general programming. Till that, please watch all the videos, all previous videos, and this videos, and the basics of applications, and all other videos, please, because they are most important. Please, I am telling you continuously that please watch those videos because it will definitely help you. Please watch. And please check out the description. Don't forget to check out description. All right, please check out description and please share this video, subscribe from all the devices you have, and please like the video. All right, and please watch all the videos and access the complete playlist. Okay, thank you class. This is all for this session. Thank you very much.